Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to hopefully share something that will help you on your journey to building your own profitable freelance writing business as your own boss. If we haven't met yet, my name is Jessica Johnson, and I get the privilege of training content writers in how to build and scale their business, even if they're starting from scratch without having much writing expertise. I have trained writers at my own content agency for years, and prior to that, I was inside corporate America leading teams of writers and managing content strategy for global brands. So get to bring both sides of those to the table to hopefully give you what will support you to build your business the most fulfilling way and the fastest as well. So today I want to share something that may help you even if you're new to writing, because a lot of people who find me may be in another job or another industry, and they haven't even necessarily thought about content as a way to build a business as their own boss. And they may not even realize how amazing of a model it is. And so I want to share something that I think can really differentiate you, even if you are just early on this journey. And that is, think about what else you bring to the table beyond just your writing experience. What I mean is this, I have hired writers for years at all different price points, at all different skill levels. And there's one thing that separates the best writers from the ones who I maybe don't have as long-term of relationships with. And that is something even outside of their own writing ability, but it's the professionalism and personality and kind of essence that they bring to the table. So start to think about that as just as much of an asset for you as your actual expertise and experience. If you can pitch a brand and say, I am positive, I'm can do, I'm professional, I'm responsive, and you can actually demonstrate that in your work experience with them, you are going to be someone that they want to hire over and over again, no matter what your price point is and no matter what other experience you have. So anytime I worked with a writer who maybe is a little bit newer, but they always are can do and they always want to learn and they always show up excited about the project and eager to do their best. Those are the kinds of writers that I stick with. And I hear this from so many other entrepreneurs where, you can train someone in a skill set. Like even in my programs, I teach people how to become writers, even if they have no writing background. So that part I'm not really worried about. I can always teach a skill set. And I think a lot of other business owners or brands believe that to be true as well. But the thing that you can't always teach someone is having this spirit of, I can do it. I'm excited to be on the team. I get my work done on time, right? They're dependable. You know that when you give them something, they're not only going to get it done on time, but they're going to get it done maybe even a little bit early. And they're going to keep you engaged and involved and in communication throughout the process. So I want you to start thinking about that as something that you can use to make yourself stand out if you don't have a ton of writing experience. And so even in your pitches, in my pitches, I would do this. So you can absolutely use it for your own. But I would add at the very bottom something like, that was more about my personality than my actual work experience. It's great to include your writing samples. It's great to share why you're excited about that company or what you bring to the table. But at the end, why not add a line that just says, I am a positive team player. I'm communicative. I look forward to delivering, ahead of schedule or on time. I'm great with deadlines, something like that, that also qualifies like what you're like to work with. Because if I see that in a pitch when I'm hiring writers, I'm going to go, great. I can finesse their writing. I can teach them what they need to know. But if I know that there's someone that I'm going to enjoy working with and that's going to be excited to be here and it's going to be just enjoyable to spend my day mentoring, that's who I'm going to go for every time. All right. Especially if it's down to the wire between like two people with equal experience. Me and any other employer is going to choose someone that's just a joy to work with, because we all want to spend our days as business owners working with people that we love as well, right? Like it just makes it more fun for us too. So that's something that I would just keep in mind. And I definitely don't want you to count yourself out on, is you will get the writing experience. You can learn. There's a million ways to learn, whether you want to, look it up online, whether you want a mentorship program like mine, whether you have a mentor in your own life, you can learn the skill of writing. But start to also cultivate and mention and bring up how you are as a person to work with as well, and start to sell with that, because that is going to stand out to employers, and it is going to get you work if all things are equal among the other writers that are applying for a job that you want. So I just say that to offer another way to encourage you. I have another video that's about another way to stand out if you don't have as much experience, but you do have, years in a certain industry or a certain field, no matter what it is, how to make yourself stand out and get work right away in that field. So I will link that below if you're interested. But otherwise, let me know in the comments, is this helpful? Do you want to hear other videos where I share other ways to make yourself stand out, even if you're a newer writer, and how to get work from the start? Because I'm always trying to think about you guys who are brave, who are thinking of doing something different with your career, who are maybe intimidated because you don't have a ton of writing experience. But I never want that to be a reason you don't begin, because, like I said, you can get that experience. I can teach you how to do that, but it's all the other things that really add up to make you stand out as well. And so don't discount those. Use them to your advantage. Use them to get in the door and get your first work experience, which will lead to your next opportunity and your next. All right. Hope you have a wonderful day. Good luck building your business, and I will be back next week with another great tip.